Also, the butcher lady is gonna go there.
Well, let's move her right now.
Yeah, let's move the butcher lady first.
She
Because the rancher guy.
flops.
Yeah, they just flop onto the floor.
That's a big mood. Heyo, it's Lyarrah, and that is Zloy. And welcome back to episode 4 of our TekTopia rush playthrough. We are currently doing our best to keep track of the merchant because, we have been, as we diversify the village, it's become harder and harder to have things to actually trade to him. And the problem is that if you don't maximize the trades by getting as many of whatever it is he's looking for traded to him at once, it's kind of a waste of the prices. Now, there's one thing that's been conspicuously sitting in his inventory for days, like literally since we started, and that's jungle wood. And we've never gotten around to having jungle saplings. Honestly, with how efficient our lumberjacks have gotten, I would kind of like to go ahead and take advantage of that. So I'm personally thinking, while you're finishing up our tavern build from this last time, I might go and go on an expedition for jungle saplings.
Well, considering how inconsistent and confused I am myself currently about the tavern build, yeah, that is the best use of your time. Go ahead. By the time you come back, the tavern won't probably progress at all, because check this out. So originally, I had a ladder, a stairway up there in here, because that's how I planned, that's where I planned to have a front for the tavern. But then I realized that if I do that, I will need the butcher and the cake master, the chef, all right, to go all around the tavern, all the way here, to get to their living quarters, right?
Okay.
Because there would not be another place to put a living quarters of theirs. Then I realized, okay, I can just flip it, so I can get. So this is like 8 block deep, so I can add another 8 block for symmetry, and make this side just entirely their houses.
Okay.
This is a 2 house for them to live in, maybe a 4 house even, because, well, what's his face and the other guy should also live somewhere.
Correct.
There was his face being the bot. That's the guy.
Yeah.
And honestly, our village at the moment really could use a bot, because everybody seems to be just depressed.
Yeah, slowly but surely everybody's been getting sad the last 2 days, and we're not sure why. I thought that it was because I miscounted on beds, but now we're up to like 3 or 4 people that are moping along, not just Brina the third. So, yeah.
I'm guessing they're just finally tired of all the food we're giving them. And that was basically their only, happiness in life.
Which is funny, because now they have a chef, so that's actually giving them happiness boosts from having actual villager-made food. Because technically the only happiness they were getting from the food we were giving them was the bonus from the variety of it. They weren't getting any actual happiness from eating, since it was weird human food, not villager food.
Okay, so dear diary, today I learned that villagers think that I can't cook. Wow, off to a great start. Anyway. And then, please don't hit me, but I'm thinking, and I need to clarify this with you before we leave.
Oh gosh.
I'm thinking about connecting the building this way, right? All the way this way. And making this wide, giant room into the community storage. And moving community storage into it once again. Which, for the record, will be like the 3rd time we moved it.
So just having it as like one long narrow with like chests down each of the sides?
Yep, and also like 4 entrances into it. So like one on that side, one on that side, one on this side. Basically making the tavern build into the main build of the area, because let's face it, with a footprint like this, it's gonna be the biggest.
Oh yeah, it's got to be big enough to hold all of the others inside of it. Um, yeah, I would say that my only complaint about the concept is that this building's starting to look really disproportionately large compared to the others. So we,
Okay, look,
Hmm?
it's fine. I'm gonna cut down the bedroom by the factor of 2.
Oh,
See? Now it's better. Now it's kind of approximately same size.
yeah, no, that could work. I was more just legitimately because like I honestly the more storage space the better. Um, I was more legitimately thinking that it may be time to make some of the other ones look more combined, or even because we're gonna have to have other structures like the library and the schoolhouse and stuff like that. Leave this being the only large one we have for the moment, but have the idea ahead of time of having those ones be larger as well.
Yeah, but I have like a counter offer. Think about it.
Mhm.
What if we have the living quarters and the cooking quarters down here,
Uh-huh.
the tavern on the second story, and then we have our own house on the third. So we get the biggest house in the village, and it belongs to us because, darn it, we deserve it by this point.
Yeah, welcome to the tavern. You gotta kick everybody out at one because the mayors live upstairs.
Welcome to the tavern. Keep it down, will ya? That is something I did not consider because the bad constant fluting is gonna get annoying. Crying out loud, Tanga, you had the option of getting any instrument at all, and you chose the recorder, basically.
Gotta get them doots on. So I know it's technically useless having the guards be up here because they don't have a bow or anything, but there's just something really adorable conceptually about having the guards running around on top of our big old guard tower. Well, our short little guard tower here. It works. I don't know.
Wait, they actually run around? I thought they only sleep up there.
No, I put a guard post up on the balcony section at the top.
Oh, you absolute maniac.
Like I
I thought
said,
you just lived in it.
yeah. So I've got both a bedroom up there, which does have room for 4, so I may expand. I may switch it out for a 4 token. I put a 2 token for the time being, but nobody's actually claimed one since we had enough elsewhere. But I
Oh.
also up here have put a guard post.
Okay, that's fixable because I know exactly where our guards sleep.
Okay.
That's right. You jokes, I know where you live.
By the way, I've returned triumphant. I have 2 whole jungle saplings. Um, yeah, I'm not sure whether I should farm them out a little bit myself first, or whether I should just go ahead and leave them to their own devices.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure jungle saplings are like one of those resources that are really easy to waste.
Yeah, but it was also really quick and easy to get them. I'm not
Okay,
overly
how about
concerned.
this? You place one and you let the other one
Okay.
rest. And also we remove every single other tree from their
How about this?
from their schedule.
How about this? For the moment, I will put the jungle tree over here so that it's not going to be
Okay.
growing into the other leaves, and that way we can
Mhm.
keep an eye on it. The other
Awesome.
the other thing that I did grab, because decoration is a thing, is cocoa beans. So I'm gonna go down to our little furnace thing because this seems to be kind of my designated do stuff here area and plant the cocoa beans on it.
Okay. Uh, not to self, but mostly really not to you. Remind me to tick back everybody, like every type of wood on the axe murderers, because right now they're only focusing on the on this one
On the one
chunk
that
of
hasn't even grown yet. Do we have any bones left?
I just bone milled it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, let the bone milling commence.
It's working. The saplings are multiplying. So, there's one problem with the fact that we're wanting to get more miners, and that is that we've reached the point where our village is big enough. The probability of getting new nomads coming through is getting really, really low. It's still going to happen. We'll still have them pop up, but we're going to reach a point where we can't afford to be picky at all with them, or where we need to just start summoning children instead.
You say summoning children as if children are like demons from the depths of heck. Which they are, admittedly.
Like I was gonna say, like they definitely can be. But I mean, we
Yeah.
basically have 2 rows of child spawn eggs. Like they're cute little twinkly hearts, but
I would rather think that instead of saying like child spawn eggs, you meant child spawn eggs.
they're literal spawn eggs.
Yeah. Like
Oh,
the children are spawns. Oh, hey, look, the jungle tree person is coming in. Why do you pay so much for it, for that garbage you did?
because it's rare and exciting. He's also buying redstone today. Good news.
What an idiot.
Let's
What an idiot.
let's get 2.5 stacks of redstone and sell it to him.
Yeah, you go milk that Homer Simpson looking guy. I'm gonna continue working on
Oh,
our
oh,
future house.
oh! Speaking of milk, now that we have cows, if we provide buckets for the ranchers, they will get milk, and that means that our chefs will have the materials to make cake, and villagers really, really love cake.
Yeah, just to clarify, Lyra did not mean that they're gonna milk chickens. We actually have a cow pen now.
Did I say chickens last time?
No, but we only had a chicken coop last episode.
Oh,
The cow pen was bought and made off camera entirely.
hey, where do we have any blank beds around here?
We do not whatsoever. Why do you need one?
We're on day like 4 with no nomads, and also it's episode 4, and we don't have a 4th Brina yet. So I'm going to attempt to get us a Brina.
Okay. That's weird, but yeah, sure, why not? We need an what's his face? The guy, the flute,
Yes. So
the bard.
this
Anyway, so
this child gets
this
to.
child will grow up to be a drunken musician or something like that.
That's not the way I was going to phrase it, but that's about what I was aiming for. So works for me. And
Randy Danemark, you are not Brina.
you are definitely not a Brina.
I'm gonna call you Brina regardless. As soon as we get in a name tag, we're renaming him Brina. In fact, does anyone have a spare name tag? I like how that's exactly the opposite of the solution everybody was suggesting to us in the comments. Because people were telling us to rename the Brina something else, and we instead are making the 4th Brina using the name tag.
Exactly.
Firstborn of the village, I christen you, Brina. I christen.
I guess
Okay, we'll have to wait for him. Yeah, wait. Actually, you know what? There we go. I christen you, Brina Tutenflute.
Oh no.
He
You
might
were
have
serious.
he might not have any musical talent whatsoever, but I guess he'll have to grow into it now.
Your destiny has been decided for you, little man. The moving of the certificates take, what, 3, 4? How many times have we moved this now?
Yeah, this is the third time, but really, when you think about it, this is the best we got, even though I'm kind of concerned about the amount of chests. Because they can only be placed on the floor, that it's really not that much. And I keep thinking in the player terms, so I keep expecting like to be able to put more chests in here.
Well, I need to double check because I think they may be able to access trap chest, and if so, then we can get a bit more going.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah,
Twice as much, basically.
exactly. But worst case scenario, we can go ahead and make this, another thing wider. Uh, for
Okay.
right now, we should move everything actually, over into it though.
Yeah, that's a good point. So just for the publicity, we got the butcher, the cook, the chef, pardon, the cook. She would be cook if we were on a boat. The chef, the what's her face, the rancher, and the butcher and the entertainer, the future bard. In here. All right. What else is there left to do? Oh yeah, actually build the tower, the tavern.
Yeah. Which honestly, like, just even from the little tower thing you got going for you, like, this is off to a good start.
Oh yeah,
I'm excited.
absolutely. I'm just more concerned about random stuff like this ladder being like a part of one room and not the other or some crap like that.
Gotcha. Well, the good news is that stairs don't count as part of any room. So, you're
Okay, yeah. I guess like my problem is will like what part of this room is and what part of this room is not a storage room.
right now, legitimately, this whole hallway counts as part of the storage room as well, if we wanted to, because it's all so covered.
All right, cool. So where do I put the stairway up there as to not obstruct it?
Uh,
Because I feel a hole in the ceiling and the hole in the floor of the tavern will somehow like kind of mess it up.
it won't, but just nonetheless, I would say that putting a staircase up the side of the building may be better.
Yeah, absolutely. Does not make sense logistically, but
What if
whatever.
what if we
Let's just
did a pair of staircases on either side of the central staircase? Like just do two one wide ones that go up to either side of the bit there.
well, then there would be two more staircases to the left and to the right of it. That is how causality works.
So yeah, Roselim is the one with no talents whatsoever. You there by Fex Grave. Who were you? You're the one that's actually a decent miner, so you have at it. We have two miners now.
Yay.
You're the one that was a decent teacher. You're also a decent chef, but we have one of those. Oh well. Everybody else is dressed in like the most country of attire, but now Juliana Dargan over here is just like dressed up as Tina Fey.
I mean, oh yeah. The teachers have such period appropriate clothing. Yeah. So you guys are gonna kill me, but we moved the storage room for the third time.
All the way over here now.
This was a good use of our time, isn't it?
Yes.
We only have a week to play on this server before it resets, and I'm getting you to move our items back and forth.
Well, had to do something while we were waiting for the child to grow up.
Yeah, look, guys, it only made sense logistically. If everybody who actually uses inventories lives in this house and works in this house, then the storage, thing that they use also should be in this house. Also, the mine shaft is currently kind of being exhausted, so we will be moving that anyway. And the lumber mill, as in tree farm, is actually right here, right next to it. So it makes sense. Wish we figured it out before.
It just keeps getting shifted every few episodes, so. But yeah.
Yeah. Brinas and chest room moving. That's this let's play in a nutshell. Speaking of, is he?
Yes. So, I decided that since we had young Mr. Tootenflute, and since we did go ahead and get that teacher, I would put a school that to get the child educated in. He
Oh
has
dear.
since then grown up, and so now Tina Fey is standing here with nothing to do.
All right.
My proposal was that we should probably look at going ahead and populating the village with more children. But in the meantime, he has indeed grown up. He's right here.
Awesome. Is he a complete nitwit or he has 19 intelligence in him?
Yes. So,
I do not know whether or not that's a lot.
Um,
Also, I heard about schools being underfunded, but this is ridiculous.
we reused an existing building. Yeah, seems about par for the course for schools.
I mean, for one child, that's still a lot, but you
Yeah.
know.
The one downside is, yeah, we don't have enough emeralds right now to go ahead and upgrade him to a bard, so now he's just wandering around being a complete nitwit as opposed to actually making people happy.
Look, let him live this life for a bit, alright?
Okay.
He has an eternity of dooting in front of him. Let him prolong his childhood for a bit.
Okay. So we did a little bit of trading, and we have enough now to go ahead and grab a token of dooting. So, talking to the tradesman here, and let's get our boy a flute. Get a boy our flute and bring some joy to this sad country town.
His fate is just being woken up by us in the middle of the night. The guy is gonna have nightmares about us. It's like, hey dude, you're Brina now. This time it's like, hey dude, guess who's just got employed?
Honestly, though, I feel like if this is how all people got their jobs, we'd be a little bit more okay with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
okay, look at him. He's Mucklemoreing it up.
yeah, he's got some snazzy sideburns now.
Yep, absolutely gonna pop some tags. He
Ready-
actually has 16 levels in music.
Yep. They instantly get a randomly assigned between 50 and 100% of their intelligence
Mm.
to whatever job you give them.
So employing smart people is good. Wow, never would have figured.
That only works on children, so that they're all the ones that were children. So
The point still stands.
yeah, exactly. Employing smart people. So that's part of why I spent the emeralds on the one that I did. He's whining because he'd like a tavern to go to, but he can still go ahead and dude at people without
Don't worry, Brina, you'll get your beer one day. For now, go! Spread the happiness around the world. By which I mean within this very limited village.
Okay, well, if our next stop is going to be building the tavern, I guess we better go ahead and see how much that's actually going to cost us. 8 blocks.
What?
Yeah, things do go up in price. So we're looking at 8 blocks of emeralds for the tavern.
It's a room in which people drink. How can it be that expensive?
I mean, clearly you've never been to a hipster part of town and seen, all of the nice little indie local brewery beers that they have. I would gather the liquor license alone is going to cost us like 6 of those blocks.
I have no words. That's okay. 8 blocks by 9. That's 72. That's a stack of emerald. How are we gonna be able to afford it?
I'm gonna go plant more beetroot because he's still buying that full price.
Oh yeah. So he's basically, yeah, he's a. There he goes. That was terrible. That was, yeah, that was horrifying. Well, at least he himself is at 100 happiness, so like,
Yeah.
right? He's proud of himself.
Isn't that what really matters? No,
Yep.
no, it's not. But you know, are you seeing this?
I'm not seeing anything. I'm up here on the wicket. What?
They're just creepily standing here.
I mean, I'm more impressed that they are holding hand, basically.
Yeah.
Rina, Albert, do you want to tell us something? Have you broken every tool in the village?
No, they still have axes. I don't know what their problem is.
Are they having a strike? Are they having a stroke?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I guess it is time we teleport somewhere else. By which I mean, like, we have a warp spawn on this server, so every single glitchy issue like this, we've been told that it can be solved by just teleporting to spawn and teleporting back home for like 30 seconds.
Exactly.
So we'll unload the chunks. You guys, you do you. Lyarrah, call the ambulance. So the town is coming along nicely, but more importantly, I now have an actual wall, and I'm gonna call it a gossip wall. So, Brina Lumberjack, I don't actually remember
I don't either.
her proper name, and Albert Lumberjack are dating.
No, her name's
I
actually.
feel
Hmm?
I feel like this is wrong somehow, but they're not actual people, so it doesn't matter.
Well, you know what? You know what's wrong about it? What's wrong about it is that we've just got this out in the open like this. This needs to be scrawled on a bathroom wall.
Look, I'm not. Okay, I could actually build a bathroom here because I did plan on the tavern to not be this entire building, and like this little corridor would be like tavern free. On the other hand, like we have a lot of villagers, so we better use every like piece of real estate that we get.
Yeah, no, definitely.
What is the recipe for the chair? I'm in the stage where I need to walk on the interiors, even though there's like one more wall missing. But let's not about that. Let's not talk about that. Um, and yeah, I need to remember how to chair.
It's like stick, and then 3 planks across the middle, and then 1 plank up on the side.
Oh, stick. Yeah, yeah. That's a self-explanatory. Could have guessed that.
Okay, so there is a box at spawn that is labeled "Free Children." And, well, I'm not sure we're gonna get a chance to use up these hearts anytime soon. So I'm gonna let's go with 3 of them and just, like, go drop them off so that our prodigy can populate the world.
Of things to donate, you donated wholesale human beings.
I mean, it's considering that they're still hearts like this, I would say that they're more like an in vitro, you know, clinic or something like right now, but you're
This is
not
gonna be
entirely
a
wrong.
very what is wrong with, isn't it?
Hey, that I'm the one making these statements. You have no, yeah. People can go after me about it, not you.
I broke her, guys. Finally broke her.
All right, we've got the emeralds. Gotta actually blockify them, but nope.
How many emeralds do we have?
14 blocks and 22. I'll do the math again in a moment. But oh no, it's 2 stacks and 20, so 148.
Did you sure you donated that child and didn't sell him?
I was trying to think of a good way to lock the door, but I couldn't think of anything. All right.
Admittedly, it would be absolutely amazing if you just replied, "Okay, you."
Yeah. Well, and I mean, like, it'd be within the spirit of the mod, let's be honest. We've hauled
Yeah.
villagers around by leads, yeah.
Honestly, I'm not. I'm really surprised Tango Tech didn't add an ability to sell a hat, so like a child, to the merchant. Anyway, it's getting night, and we got a tavern token.
Woo!
Yay! Let's go drinking. He's hoping that this thing will actually recognize itself as a tavern. Okay,
Yay!
come on, guys. It's drinking time. Did you already all go to sleep? No. Okay. The cook.
There, yeah.
The Brina. Everybody, guys, tavern's open. Go get wasted. Come on, seriously with this. Ish. Oh! No, they are not congregating. I thought they were congregating. They are indeed just
Not quite
guys.
yet. We sadly might have to wait till the next evening for them to.
They also might not want to go to the tavern because they are already high happiness. Like,
I think that...
Name and Gull Scream here at 100.
Well, I see somebody up in the tavern. I see sparkles coming from up there.
Okay, let's go check it out.
Okay. What? What is this?
This is the tavern.
No other part of this game has ever felt this dead silent than these guys just staring at their non-existent flat screen TV.
You just wait as a good best part. You keep doing that. You did.
Did that animation just mess up for you too?
I know. This might not be as hilarious as I as I think it is.
No, it's pretty hilarious.
It's just like the poor guy is just here performing in front of an empty room.
Oh my gosh.
Ah.
He's trying
At
his best.
least he's having a good time.
Exactly. He's got 100% happiness, and really, isn't our village's only child the only thing that really matters?
Yep, the fortunate son. Okay, let's go. These are best songs in the game, by the way. Like, yeah, the way I engineered it is that the bot will always stand next to the node block. So yes, I did specifically put him in the other corner as everybody else.
That's
Uh,
far away
but yeah,
from
the
the
bot does not actually perform these songs on the daily basis. They only perform it whenever they are in a tavern.
And I noticed they also seem louder and echoier.
Yeah, and also they're probably disrupting the sleep of everybody living in the basement here.
But wasn't that the entire joke from the start?
That was the intention. Yes, I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm a sadist as far as this mod is concerned.
Well,
This is why I should not be allowed any amount of power over people.
personally, I feel like we done good.
Yeah, this is a thing we accomplished. Hopefully next time we'll be over with the tavern build, on top of everything else, and also the interiors really need to be reassembled.
Yeah.
Ooh, but that's gonna be it for today's episode. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I'm kind of losing my crap right now. So I apologize if I seem like way too happy about what's going on.
Well, personally, Brina has brought my happiness to 100, so I think that's all that really matters here. So if Brina brought your happiness to 100 too, then make sure to like this video.
If we get enough likes, maybe we will make Mr. Toot and Flute actually perform in front of an audience. and not sadly Doot into a wall behind their back. That's gonna be it for today's episode. Subscribe for whatever reason. To be continued. Have a good one. Bye bye.
Bye!